Take it.
Try to do them back and forth fast.
Why are you watching on there?
Seriously, just shoot the game, man. Please. I got it. Why is it not green? Alright, how do I connect your audio on this? How do you have it set up? Audio Test. Okay, audio. I have our. this is the second quarter. Go.
What? It's got to be this board or something.
Hey, so while I'm doing this, can you work on getting the sponsorship commercial and the scoreboard downloaded? I'll do camera and commentating.
In here.
It's all on our drive. Or be funky. Hey there, welcome back to High Top Sports Network. We apologize, folks. Unforeseen circumstances. Our computer broke. Not working whatsoever. So we should be back up and running here. The score after the first quarter, 21-7, a football score in favor of the home Mustangs. Again, we apologize. You bring a computer to a game and you don't expect it to die, but there's always a time for it. It chose to do it on our longest drive of the year thus far. Joe Rhodes and Flint Kinner here on the call. Flint's trying to tidy up some more things, get our commercials and scoreboard all rounded up. Quick little breakdown right now, 9 points. The leading scorer in that first quarter for Portage, number 33. That, of course, is Jenna Burkett. 5 for number 24, Brooke Bednarski, following her up. Ball taken out from under by the Wolves. Wolf inbounds it. Nearly losing it. It was number 32. Marie Young's going to drive, bounce pass inside, but taken away, trying to find Bailey Conrad. Off and running are the Mustangs, and good. So make it a 23-7 score now in favor of the Mustangs. A great season a year ago. Long run in the state playoffs that concluded in a hard-fought victory. I remember watching that game, and they just would not go away. Loose ball. It's going to go back to White here with 6:40 left, second quarter. And another bucket for the Mustangs, extending their lead 25-7. Just one loss so far on the schedule for the Mustangs. That, of course, coming at the hands of Penns Manor, 38-48. So that's going to go off the knees of Burkett and stay here with the Wolves. 6:06 left here in quarter number 1, or 2, excuse me. Wish it was quarter 1, then we'd be up and running, but luckily we had a second computer with us, and that alleviated the problem. Dump inside, trying to get back to the high post. Nearly taken away, but Maria Young able to come up with it off the hands of Wolf. Dump inside to Conrad, who's double teamed. She's going to be tied up, and the defense of Portage swarming thus far. 25-7, your score. What are you doing that scoreboard for? What are you doing that scoreboard for? I don't. I have. From Be Funky on High Top Sports Media. Sorry about that. Roethlisberger, Roethlisberger. All lowercase. There's a a nice shot, big drive inside, up, no good, rebounded, another opportunity, and fouled. Mentioned her a moment ago, number 24 for Portage, Brooke Bednarski, getting the offensive board and then trying to go up with it, but she is fouled. She'll go to the line with a chance to make this a 20-point lead. Foul that time's going to go against the Wolves' number 50, Melena Stewart, power forward, center. Think of the traditional 5 positions for high school basketball. You always just know guards and bigs. There's no such thing as a center, I really feel like, in high school basketball. Her first shot, though, off the mark. Bednarski, that is. And that shot good. And stolen away again, the turnovers and the terrific defense here by Portage continuing. Burkett misses that one, but another offensive board, but that's ripped away by the aggressive Bailey Conrad. And then lost again, but Conrad, go figure, comes back up with it. Now another steal. Turnovers, the story here, and a nice shot there. Foul by Young, but the bucket is good. Number 13 able to score. That's Maddie Hudak. She'll have a chance to complete the 3-point play. Wolves scoring, scoreless streak continuing here now as the bucket is good, make it 29-7. Comes off the leg of Hudak. Stay with the Wolves, and the press from this Portage team overwhelming West Shamokin right now. Trails by 22 points. Another near turnover, and it is turned over, brought in and scored by number 23 for Portage. That's Cammie Burkett. Everybody getting into the action here for Portage. 31-7, and there's a reach-in foul. So Portage did a good job of being aggressive defensively, but not committing too many fouls. And there's another turnover for the Wolves. That one a pass from Young, looking for number 21. That is Leah Talmadge, off her hands and out of bounds. So really that's the story here thus far. The Wolves giving the ball back over to Portage early and often here, and that's a big reason why Portage leads by 24. Nice jump stop, shot up and good. Good ball movement there by Portage. The lead now extends 33-7, 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Here's a chance for Stewart, a little bit of a breakaway. Coming up behind her was a Portage defender, and they're off and running. That's one thing about Portage. They get that rebound. They want to get out and go, and that one's deflected out of bounds by Conrad. Stays here with Portage. So it'll be inbounded under the hoop. Here's a quick shot. No one guarding number 10, Alex Chobany. Jump stop there by Wolf. Gets it over to Young. Young to Talmadge. Talmadge reverses to Young. Young's going to get it back to Talmadge. She's going to put up the 3, and good. Nice shot there by number 21, Leah Talmadge. And a much-needed bucket by the Wolves, but there's a response quickly by Portage. Nice dribble drive, pass off to Conrad, misses that, keeps active, and nonetheless, though, Portage comes out with it, leading 35-10 here, 2:57 left in quarter number 2, and a 3 there, knocked down, I believe. Couldn't see the shooter because we have this funny little position, I guess, here. We're up in a perch that's kind of hovering almost over the hoop, but nice venue nonetheless, and we love being here at Portage. Big reason why I'm very disappointed we weren't able to get things up in time with this broken computer we have here, but better late than never, I suppose. Thank you for joining us here on High Top Sports Network. $38 to 10 your score here. It was close early on, but then Portage showing exactly why they were a state contender last year and are expected to make noise once again this year. Only really have allowed the Wolves 3 points, that 3 a moment ago by Talmadge. So after the timeout, the Wolves will inbound. Wolf will throw it into Talmadge. See how these final 2 minutes and 46 seconds go. When we get an opportunity here at halftime, I want to thank some very special sponsors we have today and share a message with you. Then another bucket, uncontested, just getting right to the hole there was number 23, Cammie Burkett, and Burkett now up to 6 points. Kind of nice balanced distributed scoring from this Portage team. You know, that's a good thing. You don't want somebody who's doing the bulk of it, because, you know, everybody's prone to having an off day, and Talmadge dribbling with the left hand, going to get it back to the point. 2:15 left. 40 to 10 your score. Ball inbounded to Talmadge. She surveys, reverses it to her right. Dump inside, high post, nice quick shot there, no good. And that's what you're taught to do, turn and face, and if it's open, shoot it, and that was the case there for the Wolves. Spencer, I believe, with the shot. Or no, I'm sorry, that's number 35. Taylor and George, and another 3 by the Mustangs. So 43 now to 10, no good there. Nice offensive board by Taylor George. Talmadge, elbow, shot up, no good, and a nice job there, but stripped away by Conrad, up and good. Bailey Conrad, always aggressive, and able to steal that one away and put it up and in for the Wolves. Wolves getting a turnover of their own now, maybe help them inch closer, trailing here by 31 points. Shot up from range, back rim, no good. That was Wolf with the shot, and first opportunity, Portage rebounds it. They're gonna get out and go with the final minute of this first half. The glass, no good. Rebounded, second chance opportunity, and it's good. Nice job there for the Mustangs. Offensive rebound, another big story from this first half. I think that was Peyton Knoll, if I'm not mistaken. It was indeed, with the offensive board and the rebound. Ball knocked away here, and will stay with the Wolves. Wolf will inbound. Shot up, a little runner, no good, front rim, rebounded by Portage. Another quick outlet pass, up and in, and good. Man, Portage just ready to get out and go once the defensive rebound is scored, and this time it's number 3. Ariana Wozniak, the recipient of the long pass from the outlet man. She puts it up and is fouled, looking for the 3-point play. Another offensive chance, but off the hands of Bednarski, and over to the Wolves, 47-12. Your score here in Portage, Pennsylvania. .16 seconds left. Wolves likely to have the last shot. Nothing is definitive with how good this Portage defense is. Right there on cue, steals it away. They're going to get a chance at the last shot. Up with it, fouled, and good. Another three-point play opportunity. Ariana Wozniak, the 5'5" senior, is going to go to the line and shoot a free throw and look for the 50th point of this first half for Portage. That would put them on pace for 100. An unheard of number. And she does knock it down, so 50-12 your score. Portage pouring it on as Talmadge throws up a half-court shot off the mark, and things will end with that here in the first half. Your score, Portage 50, West Shamokin 12 here on High Top Sports Network. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to tidy up some quick things, and then we'll bring you back to the action and share our message with you. A couple cool things we got going on here on the network, so stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
Tonight's presentation of Heritage Conference Girls Basketball on High Top Sports is brought to you by Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments, Ryan Bowser State Farm in Ford City, Armstrong Indoor Athletics, Nicola Ann Photography, Steffi's Country Catering, Phoenix Physical Therapy in Rural Valley and Portage, and this evening's title sponsor, Serenco Clar Funeral Home.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network. I'd like to mention this is a Serenco Clar game night. Thank you to the fine folks at Serenco Clar Funeral Home here in Portage, Pennsylvania, and also special thanks tonight to scoreboard sponsors you see up there now as the first shot of the second half off the mark for the Wolves. And special thanks to Portage and Rural Valley Phoenix Physical Therapy offices. So these teams kind of building a small little rivalry, I guess you could say, in the court over the last few years in boys basketball. And the Phoenix Physical Therapy offices, no rivalry there. They're teaming up together to make sure you guys are watching the teams in those respective towns. So thank you again to Phoenix Physical Therapy in Portage and Rural Valley. Conrad dumps it inside to Spawn, turns, gets it over to Wolf. And again, this zone defense of Portage just deadly right now. As Jordan, baseline jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Spawn comes up with it momentarily. She's going to get it again, puts up the shot, and good. Mel Spawn with a bucket, and the Wolves first to score here in the second half. The score 50-14, but a wide open player down court. Nobody seeing her slip behind the defense, and just like that, the Mustangs able to get back the bucket they just surrendered. Double team, Jordan gets rid of it. Up with it is Wolf. A fight for it, and Spawn comes out, dumps it off over to Lily Jordan, who now is going to get it back to the point. Maria Young sets up the play. 6:34 left in the third quarter. 52-14, the score in favor of Portage. Again, Portage rolling this season. One loss on the ledger. That, of course, to Penn's Manor. 48-38 score. Shot no good there. Portage, per usual, out and running, and another wide open shot on the same exact spot she got the last one. That was Jenna Burkett. And the score now a 40-point advantage in favor of the Mustangs. Backdoor, Jordan up and in. Nice shot there by Lily Jordan for the Wolves. Jordan now with 6 points to lead the Wolves. Shot from the corner, no good by Wozniak, and Bailey Conrad there to track it down. Nearly getting tied up again. She comes out of it. The reach-in foul, but they're going to call, reaching in, but they're going to call the travel instead, and ball back over to Portage. Pass across there, now shot from the corner by the Mustangs. That is good. Nice shot there by, I believe that's number 10. It was indeed 10, Alex Shabani. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I feel bad. But she now has 5 points in the game, and both of which I've had to announce. So, Alex, I apologize.
really in the zone defense, it's supposed to leave some gaps sometimes. But this Portage team, when the ball's reversed and even on skip passes, you see them closing quickly and able to get back in position quite well. So certainly athleticism and speed on the side of Portage. They lead 57-16. Two scorers with 13 points for Portage. That, of course, Jenna Burkett and number 3, Ariana Wozniak. And for the junior and seniors, respectively. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Hudak. And Portage now looking to pile on now, leading 57-16 here in quarter number 3, 3:56 left. Again, thank you to the Sorenko Clark Funeral Home, tonight's official broadcast partner, and they'll also be bringing you tomorrow's Portage West Shamokin game. So, again, thank you to the fine folks at Sorenko Clark Funeral Home. Young's going to stop, pop, off the mark, rebounded by Spawn. Second chance opportunity, no good. And that's all she wrote as Wozniak able to gather that one in, and Portage takes possession. Here's a shot from the elbow extended, and that's good. So really, Portage doing it from everywhere, doing it from inside, doing it from the fast break, and now, as you saw in that shot by Maddie Hudak, the senior, they're doing it from range as well. So 60-16, your score. And up and good. Ooh, that was number 10. It was indeed Lily Jordan, collecting the last 2 baskets in a row for the Wolves. Back in Rural Valley, I want to thank our sponsor, loyal sponsor, as a drive to the rim. As I said, getting points in every part of the court are these Mustangs. That was number 23, the one and only Cammie Burkett. But I want to thank a staple of the Rural Valley community, Carson Boyer Funeral Home, Brian Myers and the terrific folks there. Thank you for your support of High Top Sports Network. And there's Jordan again. Nice little turnaround, able to bank it home. 62-20. And a timeout called. I believe it's a full, if I'm not mistaken. So 62-16. 62-20, your score. What? Also want to thank, you can't say it enough. Every time we do a game at Portage, and we made a nice little bit of friends up here ever since our first game way back when we did the District 6 football playoffs a couple years ago. I guess that would have been last year. We've really enjoyed coming up here to Portage, and the case the same here. And we spoke with the folks at Sorenko Clark Funeral Home, and they were glad to hop on board for this, as the case tonight with the Portage branch of Phoenix Physical Therapy. And just tremendously grateful for the show of support from the Portage community, and we hope to continue to feature the Mustangs on broadcast moving forward. Certainly looks like it's going to be a long season for both the boys and girls here at Portage, as the case was last year. As a shot from the corner, and good. Another 3 knocked down, this time from Peyton Knoll. And boy, oh boy, I want to see the scoring totals, because we mentioned there were 2 players with 13. Right now on the court, there were 3 players with 8 and a player with 4. Ooh. Really, Jordan with a aggressive play there. And 65-20 the score. Rolling clock now, of course, with the score differential. Dribbling through all the traffic there was Cammie Burkett. Again, speed, whether you're noticing on the offensive side or the defensive side, a big part of this Mustangs team. Here's a dribble with 1:11 left. quarter number 3, and barring a meteor crashing into the school here tonight, it looks like Portage is going to continue to carry this one-loss mark that they came to the night with. There's a shot from the baseline, no good, rebounded by Maria Young, 51 seconds left. The Bulls going to push the basketball. Young steps through traffic, throws it up, no good. And there to gather it in is a couple Portage players, but then Young jumps on and ties it up. And possession arrow in favor of West Shamokin here. 34 seconds to play. Quickly want to thank Steffi's Country Catering, along with Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Armstrong Indoor Athletics, a baseball facility in Ithaca, Pennsylvania. Get some training, get some coaching, and from some of the best baseball minds in the area. They're going to be putting in an entire field indoors there, so that's still upcoming, and can't wait to see what that looks like. It's like basically like an airplane hangar out there down in Katanning. Now it's going to be furnished with a beautiful indoor baseball or softball facility, and there's another 3 for Portage. I believe that's number 12. Yep, that is Britton Meyer. And that's how the third quarter will end. Portage showing no signs of stopping, shooting the lights out and playing just staunch defense en route to a 68-20 lead here after quarter number 3 of this Heritage Conference girls matchup on this Sorenko-Clar Funeral Home game night on High Top Sports Network. Meantime, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for fourth quarter action here on HTSN.
Tonight's presentation of Heritage Conference Girls Basketball on High Top Sports is brought to you by Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments, Ryan Bowser State Farm in Ford City, Armstrong Indoor Athletics, Nicola Ann Photography, Steffi's Country Catering, Phoenix Physical Therapy in Rural Valley and Portage. And this evening's title sponsor, Sorenko-Clar Funeral Home.
Sorry about that. We were muted the entire time. Had no idea. Sorry about that. I was talking and nobody was listening. 70-24 your score. When it rains, it pours. 6 minutes left here, but I was about to say that if you were listening to a West Shamokin girls basketball game the other night with myself and Nico Buffone and Sean McCullough, 2 of our high school commentators, we were talking about Len Chapel, and that's the name of this gymnasium, of course, here at Portage area. And really didn't know too much about Len Chapel until I did a little bit of research. I'm a sports nerd, as some of you might know, and spent a good while reading about Len Chapel and just some of the accolades he had. Certainly an interesting man and interesting life he led. Unfortunately, of course, passing away in 2018. And lived in Wisconsin, and I looked up the name of the town in Wisconsin because it was on what I was researching, and it's a word I don't even want to attempt to say, although I made Sean McCullough do it on the broadcast the other night, and he actually, I think he nailed it. So it's a Native American name. A lot of O's in it. Pretty much every other letter or word, or excuse me, letter in the word is an O. As Jordan, a nice little step around there. Lily Jordan coming live here in the second half. She's up to 14 points. Really the only offense that these Wolves have got in the second half has been through Jordan. There's a high pass off the hands of the cutting Alex Giovanni, and out of bounds back to the Wolves here with 4:40 left, clock rolling. But yeah, Len Chapel, it's saw the name when I came here, and did some research and certainly enjoyed learning about his storied career, of course, at Wake Forest and then various teams in the NBA. And it was drafted by Syracuse before they became the 76ers just a year later. So very interesting stuff there. Another basket by Jordan, getting good position there, and a nice pass to find her. So 28-70. Again, these Mustangs had 50 points at the half. We're on pace for 100, but a lot of the mainstays getting taken out once the mercy rule got into effect, and the clock continued to roll. Spawn gets a rebound there. Gets it to Maria Young. 3:28 left in the fourth quarter. And again, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll have the boys basketball game between these two programs. That, of course, at West Shamokin. And one of the same sponsors like our friends at Sorenko Clar Funeral Home will be a part of that action too, along with Phoenix Physical Therapy at Portage in Rural Valley. 70-28. I think the score needs to update though. I think somebody just scored there. I think it was Jordan. It was indeed. Well, the score still didn't seem to change. I'll change it when they change theirs. How's that? 2:54 left. Little dribble handoff there. Gets it to the foul line. Shot up, no good. Chasing it was the shooter, but Portage gets it back after the errant pass. And again, we've called her name a couple times tonight. She's doing it inside and outside. Peyton Knoll drawing the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two as the clock ticking away. Knoll knocks down the first for the 71st point of the night. She's up to 9 points, so she can knock this down. She'll be in double figures. Joined two of her teammates already that I know of. She does. So a nice effort tonight by Peyton Knoll, the sophomore. 72-28, 2:25 left here in this contest. And mentioned that Jordan thinking about the three there, decides against it. I mentioned the boys will be on the network tomorrow. Portage kind of picking up where they did, or picking up where they left off last year, falling in the state semifinals. I believe that game was at Clarion University to Kennedy Catholic, if I'm not mistaken. And another turnaround by Jordan. That gets her up to 18 points. So I must have been wrong. Those are the 29th and 30th points of the game for the Wolves. Jordan up to 18. Can't fault her effort. And the Wolves substitute out their mainstays for some junior varsity talent. 1:42 left, but talking about the boys teams, Portage newly entered into the Heritage Conference, a conference I'm very familiar with myself, being a part of it eons ago. 2006 graduate here from Marion Center. So I'm familiar with the green, but not the green of this room. This is more of a Kelly green. But good addition to the Heritage for sure has been Portage, along with Cambria Heights, and then Conemaugh coming in here as well. But the Heritage really getting some teams that are only going to help it further its reputation. Is a good small school conference, one of the best in the state, if not the best, as many people often give it the credit as being. So Portage and the Wolves will face off again tomorrow. As for these girls, Portage will add another win to their resume. They moved to 13-1. Their lone loss to Penn's Manor. Jason Melozer's crew out there. And after this game, speaking of Marion Center, the Mustangs will head to my old hometown and take on the Stingers on the 13th. And then welcome United here. Season just flying right along. It's hard to believe. I feel like we were just doing the tip-off tournaments as that one's dribbled off the foot and back over to Portage. But yeah, it feels like this season just started, and here we are, more than half over. It looks like Portage only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games left. I might have just included this one in that, so not very many left, and then the postseason. But both of these teams, Portage in particular, will have a chance now, as I mentioned, newly entered into the Heritage Conference. We'll have an opportunity to play at the KCAC. It looks like they're heading that direction for the Heritage Conference Championship here, and hopefully High Top Sports Network will be there to bring you the action, as we've been there every year over the last several. So the final score here was 72 to 20. I had 72 to 30. They dropped it down to 70 to 30. I'm not sure which of those were correct. Everybody's having trouble with technology tonight, but nonetheless, great to be back here in Portage. Sort of a lopsided game, and probably not too much fun for the viewers out there. And certainly apologize for missing that first quarter. Technology, again, we love to do this, but we're at the mercy of computers and things of the sort. So if we could just talk and somehow just beam it to you somehow without any computers or things of the sort, I'd love to do it, because I don't enjoy this stuff sometimes as far as the technology side. I love talking sports. I could do it all day, and I could probably do it right now, but I don't want to keep Josh Burkett, who's down there in the center of the court, waiting, and Jeremy Burkett as well down there, I see now as well. Thank you to those gentlemen for being so accommodating, as they always are when we come here from High Top Sports Network. So for one final time for Flint Kinner, my name is Joe Rhodes. Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, as these two programs will face off on the boys' side of things here on High Top Sports Network. One final time, Flint Kinner, Joe Rhodes. You have a great rest of your week, and may no train pass you by. This is